Say hi and enjoy the show as a fan, because that's how we all start out. We all start out as fans. It's still real to me, damn it. And it hurts that the next time in this building was to honor the man who built it. He's the reason that we're all here, and he's the reason that so many guys from their first day in the business, because from throwing up from doing too many squats to, appearing at a WrestleMania. He's affected so many careers and so many lives, and when somebody close to you, or somebody that you consider a father figure or a mentor, trainer, friend, when they die, it's only natural to consider mortality in general. Like as Jardy said earlier tonight, we can't take anything with us. All that's left after we die is what we leave behind, and the effect we had on the lives that we touched. And it's a huge understatement to say that Roland Alexander has touched so many lives, and he's had such an impact on so many careers that, like I said, I think we're never really truly going to understand how important Roland Alexander's contributions to professional wrestling and to everybody whose paths crossed with his, how important all of those were. I think we're all going to be long dead before we truly realize how valuable every single one of his contributions were. Not just as a trainer, and not just as the godfather of all pro wrestling, but just as a human being. I mean, we have people coming out here pouring out their heart and soul for a man who just passed a couple days ago, and just days before that, he was at a show. His love for professional wrestling, his passion, is something that is good, is awe-inspiring now. But long after all of our careers are over, we're still going to look back and say, that's the guy we owe it to. And I don't think anything any of us have said, can say, or ever will say is going to do the man justice. The only way we can do Roland Alexander justice, I guess you would call this a legacy, to carry on his legacy, is to remember all the good times and to remember everything he taught us, and to just continue pouring our heart and soul into the art form that is professional wrestling, because that's what he did. Like I said, we heard from another number of people, and we're going to hear from some more, but I have something here from another person who just you can't put a value on Roland Alexander's accomplishments, and so I'm just going to read this. I've known Roland for over 10 years and was drawn to him as a friend, in part due to his amazing passion, respect, and love for professional wrestling. There was never a time that we sat down to talk he didn't comment on, and how he wished everyone involved in the business had that same passion and respect. I hope that those of you who have worked closely with Roland will in some way carry on that same passion, love, and respect that he attempted to instill in everyone he touched during his life. I never visited the APW garage, but understand it being an important centerpiece in Roland's life. He was father, uncle, brother, mentor, friend, and yes, many times a character to all of us, and a major cheerleader for our industry. Please remember him with love and a smile, and those of us who represent this industry try to give back as much as our dear friend Roland did. Rest in peace, my friend, and feel assured that we will keep the fire of passion you offered alive for generations to come. These are the words of Les Thatcher. And to hear those words come from a man who was so widely regarded with such respect and esteem within professional wrestling, again, it's just the tip of the iceberg of what Roland Alexander meant to everybody in this building everyone who ever had a dream of becoming a professional wrestler, because all you need is APW and a dream. And for Roland Alexander to take it upon himself to give everybody who had a dream the chance to make that reality, that's Roland Alexander's legacy. And that's the legacy that's going to live on with All Pro Wrestling, with everybody in the back. And that is our responsibility to carry on his legacy, because that's how he'd want it. And I think he'd be honored that all of us are here tonight to pay our respects to the godfather of All Pro Wrestling, Roland Alexander. From the bottom of my heart and from the hearts of everybody in the back and everybody here, thank you, Roland. Let him hear it. Thank you, Roland. Thank you, Roland. Thank you, Roland.